Hi, this is Kayla. Thanks for watching. I have a list that I put together that links some concepts I think that are, well, important to me now and maybe important to others. And I'm going to go through them one by one. I may get through 2 or 3 in this video, and I'll continue on in future video lists. So without further ado, we're going to start. Thanks for watching. Happiness, love, taste, smell, honesty, truth, fear, now, never, brutality, forgiveness, duplicity, redress, me, expectations, obligation, death, requirement, sensuality, atonement, release, crying, collapse, resurrection, return, retribution, vengeance, breasts, penis, punishment, prohibition, proscription, obfuscation, howl, explanation, restriction, release. Kayla. Future. Life. Limits. Loss. Less. Confess. Accept. Voice. Attack. Win. World. Wisdom. Work. Wonder. Reward. Vision. Distort. Rebuild. Make. Safety. Sex. Certainty. Celebration. Confuse. Fuse. Bomb. Fire. Retreat. Return. Happiness is the kind of the flow that moves, that draws you forward with optimism, the kind of thing that accumulates the tools for action, for opportunity. That moment in which one can be truthful and honest and direct. For me, happiness was always a little bit removed before I realized that I had to make some sort of change for myself. That I had to admit that whatever was different inside of me wasn't to be hidden and encapsulated and buried and made to be hidden and taken away from the moment-to-moment life that I deserve to live. I've heard it mentioned before, and it's certainly true for me. The moment I made the decision that I had to make some sort of change, everything became brighter. My eyes were closer to the front of my head. I could smell more, things could taste more. I was happy. It's interesting because I do not know which way I'm going, what is going to happen. For so much of my life, I've known that I was different. I've known that I should not have been a boy, a man. I should have been something else. But I've always set up structures to reinforce all the negative stereotypes of coming out in any way. I would be exposed as a freak. I would be trampled upon. Nobody would like me. I wouldn't get a job. I'd die in the street. I'm just full of silly thoughts, and that if I can buck up, I can get going and put these childish things away and never mention them again. Well, they're always there. And as soon as I allowed that force to come out, then everything in me becomes clear. I'm happier. I'm more direct. I don't refer to things reflexively. I don't say, it occurs to me that. I can say, I think that. I exist now. So, happiness. Happiness can only be achieved through a directness that I was denying myself, and a directness that I was denying everybody around me. I'm going to be happy now, and maybe I'll help others to be a little happier too. Hello, I'm a gummy bear. Hello, I'm happy. I don't have a head. I'm no longer very happy. You know, before I made my decision to step out, to make those steps outside of my shell, to head into the future that I deserved and should have taken a long time ago, it was really hard for me to be really upfront with people. I was always 1 or 2 or 3 or 7 steps removed from them. And one of the things I can never ever tell to anybody is that I loved them. I couldn't even tell myself that I loved myself. So how could I love anybody else? One of the first things that was really interesting when I took the step and decided that forward was the only direction to go. I may be stepping into a world that I know not the bounds, but I'm sure that I will find the tools necessary as I go through them. But I travel unencumbered. I can look at those around me and I can tell them I love them. I look at myself in the mirror. I never used to look at myself in the mirror. I've no mirrors in my place other than in the bathroom. I just don't look at myself. I try not to. But since I made the admission that I was going to change, I've been able to look at myself in the mirror. I've been able to tell myself that I love myself. I've been able to tell those I love that I love them. I've been able to look at the world and find just an amazing wonder in it, a brightness, an exuberance, an entire universe in the moment, an ecstatic connection with everything. I have a long way to go, but I've discovered something that love is possible, and that I can be part of that equation.